Salam, salam. Hi, everyone. Hi. I hope that you guys have a fantastic night tonight. It's 8 o'clock Toronto time. This is Masa here. I am from Canada as well, but I live in the province of Nova Scotia. Here is actually 9 o'clock, and I'm here with a very, very special guest that I want to introduce to you. This beautiful lady that she accepted to come to the live tonight with me, my dear Shahnaz. How are you doing, Shahnaz?
Hi, Master June. I am fine. Thank you, love.
That's great. That's awesome. Thank you very much for accepting my invitation,
It was a
and
pleasure.
thank you very much, my dear. So, dear Shahnaz, we both are from Iran, but we decided to go English because a lot of
Yes,
our lives are in Persian. So
yes,
we wanted to give this advantage to other people
absolutely.
as well who they do speak English as well, so they know what we do here, what are our uh, pages are about, and we're just gonna go dive in.
Absolutely.
So, Shanna John, if you don't mind, I'm just going to be introducing myself a little bit to the
By all
people
means,
that
please go on. Go
perfect.
on.
Thank you, dear. Just for people that who might see us from your page. So, as I said, my name is Masa. I've been living in Canada for the last 17 years with my family, and I have a boy who's 8 year old. And with my husband, we live in this beautiful province. And by profession, I've done a lot of kind of corporate jobs. I've done banking, and I've been doing insurance for the last almost 10 years. So I'm an insurance underwriter. I do work still full time, and I joined this beautiful business almost a year ago, and I'm enjoying it a lot. But I know that Shana John, you started this business even before me. So you are a lot more experienced person here. So
I
uh,
wouldn't say that, but I am all right. I am
you,
happy. I
yes,
am very happy.
that's great. I love that. So I want to ask you, if you don't mind, you
Sure.
introduce yourself as well to our
Absolutely.
people, like who are watching now or who will be watching later at the replay, and just tell us that what is your background a little bit,
Sure.
and how did you or why did you technically join this
Absolutely.
online world? Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Master John. It was very kind of you to give this opportunity to me as well. I
Perfect.
appreciate that. And to our viewer, my name is Shahnaz Salahi. I live in Toronto, Canada with my husband and my children, which they are growing up now. By profession, I used to be cosmetologist, and then for various health reasons, I did change it to as a licensed optician and contact lens fitter, and as for I think about the more than 21 years I am practicing on that field. So that's all I can say
Perfect.
about my profession.
You have a great experience and you have a great background. I really really
Thank
admire
you.
you.
Thank
So
you.
you I know that you almost kind of joined this business almost a year and a half or 2 years ago
Yes.
almost, right?
No, year
So
and a half year
year and
ago,
a half. Perfect.
I joined.
Perfect. So what did kind of trigger that decision when you decided to join, and why did you decide to join this online world?
To be honest, it was a various thing altogether. And especially after the phenomenon it happened all over the world,
Yeah.
I find out it's becoming really serious. We weren't prepared for it. Nobody taught us in my generation. Nobody taught us. The younger generation, they know everything. So I felt, oh, I need something as a backup plan, as a plan B for myself. Let me give you very briefly a personal experience I had as well.
Awesome.
During the COVID, my daughter, who is a designer, came and stayed with us, and she was designing. This was her project. And one day we saw a big box delivered. So I said to my daughter, Mama, what did you buy? I said, Mama, I didn't buy. Remember the project I did it now? The owner changed his mind after project finished. I said, what you mean that project takes so much time of yours? He said, no, mama, they want Pacific Way because they own the very expensive yachts. They want an exclusive community. So the yacht comes front of their apartment to lock. So
Okay.
this, when they are dropping the anchor, but the yachts is over 500 million up.
Wow.
So I said, so what's the matter with him? What he wants? He said he wants virtual tour in his design.
Oh,
And I said, well, isn't it this games is a virtual? He said, yeah, but this is 3D virtual. He
oh my.
wants really open the cabinet door. He wants to go to the spa, to the kitchen, to the bathroom, to the backyard, front yard. He wants literally walk on a backyard
Virtually.
virtually,
Hmm.
seriously. And I
Interesting.
said, oh my God. So that was the moment I realized how much my generation are behind.
Yeah.
Thankfully, his project finished and he got the award for it. She got the award for that.
Awesome.
But it was a scary moment for me.
I
That's mean,
know.
hurry up. He said, you must go. I mean, not in that level, but in personal level, because I
Right.
was great with the Facebook, with the computer, with even my telephone. You know how much time we spend on a phone.
Yes.
So I felt, oh, okay, the decision I have made is right. I'm going to
Yeah.
go, but with my pace.
Yes.
And that was
Absolutely.
a great for me. And I am very happy now. I am an entrepreneur, not only I myself learning and I'm helping the others to learn. That is a great. And
Awesome.
I understand in the computer and the digital world, there is so many things happening,
Yes.
good and a bad. And I'm
That's
not
right.
saying close your mind, your eye, come in, and everything is perfect. But I'm saying, how would you know to justify this is good or bad until you come in and give it a try? As an adult, we know how to make a decision.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. You're right. That's true. Thank you very much. It was a great actually example that you made here
thank you.
because these like the new generations, even like my son, his 8 year old, is he's much faster than me, kind of grabbing this stuff when he looks online. He just kind of click, 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 click. And like I am very, very slow and that kind of things, and I'm not tech savvy as well at all. But you pointed out to a very good thing here that if you don't go with the crowd or if you don't
You're going
go
to
with,
fall behind.
yes, you are definitely going to go fall behind because the whole world is going online. It's been actually for the last 7, 8 years, like the online world is exploding. We see that like everywhere that you open up, even after pandemic started, a lot of stores they closed down and they just became
Absolutely.
online. A lot of people they lost their jobs and like
Unfortunately.
yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people they lost the jobs because the companies they wanted to kind of make like less kind of people to come into the office. People didn't want to go to the office, and that's going to explore. Like it's going to be bigger and bigger. And like
Absolutely.
actually there was a research in Oxford University that they said like in 2040, most of jobs they become with robotics and they become
Absolutely.
automatic and they become with just online.
Yeah.
And that was a trigger for me as well. I thought like in 18 years, we say 18 years, but 18 years it's kind of like a
Constant
blink.
days.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought I am definitely very behind, and I didn't want to kind of like do the same thing as you said. I didn't want to stay kind of fell behind, and I didn't want to kind of just work for someone else, get someone else rich all the time, and I just stay employee my whole life. But thank you for pointing this out. What other thing that I wanted to ask you here, my dear, is that you mentioned something about like I know that you have done some other businesses too.
Yes.
So comparing the traditional business and the kind of a
Online.
modern and kind of now online businesses, what is the kind of a benefit the online space has, over, or what, like there are at least, I think, 2, 3 benefits, the big ones that the online has over the traditional ones?
To be honest with you, a lot. I can just manage in a short time to give you few point.
Right.
And the reason when me and my husband, we got involved with the business, you have to make a contract of 25 or 35 years. You have to have a lawyer, you have to have equipment, lots of overhead. You have to have a staff. You, like mine is, I had a doctor office, most latest design of doctor office, but the doctor would just come with the briefcase, collect the money and walk out. I was the one who paid for all of those overhead there. And I was paying $15,000 for website. So when I saw this, I said, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Because if you choose to move your business from one location to another location, is a big disaster. You lose your customer and financially it's not beneficial. So I said to myself, "Oh, this is going to be the great idea." And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even wait to talk to anybody because I didn't need anybody's opinion on this. Already I had the 5 different business I was attend, so I know how expensive, how um, mind-boggling. You don't know.
Yeah,
You get in and then one after another one you must.
that's true.
So I went for this. The great part was um, is so minimum for my opinion, for
Mm-hmm.
from my point of view.
Yes,
I'm gonna pass that one to you to elaborate on how to start and
sure,
what is those points. But
sure.
yes, one of the biggest advantage was I can take this business with me, carry
Mm-hmm.
on to go
Yeah,
from this country to other country, because the networking is such a globally available to us, and those lessons we have to learn, which is in universities, between
yeah,
3,000, 6,000 to 29,000. This is all free. Nobody
yes,
teach us after COVID to prepare us for the what we are going in reality deal with it.
yeah.
So that was another benefit for me. I don't need to pay for it. For the first time I get another one.
You are
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Please elaborate that part for our
for sure.
viewer to understand why this is beneficial for them.
Absolutely. Yes. You are actually, as I said, you are very experienced in the business part of it. So that was why you didn't ask too much of a question. You just went through the probably business plan. As soon as you saw the business plan, you were like, this is it. But a lot of people like myself, I didn't have any business background. I never had a business. I always was an employee and I always worked for other companies. And I question it a lot. I searched and I questioned it a lot, and it didn't make sense to me till I did the same thing, till I went through the 30 days trial and I kind of went through
Oh,
the business plan. But when I looked at the business plan, it was very, very unique as well to me. And as you said, the biggest part was that my husband actually, with he didn't have that much of a business background as well, but he decided to go to open a restaurant, and we had a restaurant for 1 year.
oh my
I
God.
was still, yeah, I was still working as full time in my job, and he was doing the business by himself with like maybe a
So
couple of
hard.
employee. It was very hard, but the worst thing was that we lost a lot. So a
Yes.
lot of investment we lost. It kind of, we almost kind of gave out like $50,000 and we didn't get anything back, and we had lots of taxes left that we had to pay to government, and like a lot of disaster and headaches.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, as soon as I came in and I saw like the investments here are like starts from $2,000 to $3,000, and it goes up to almost like maybe 14, 15,000, depends on like who has what budgeting, and like who wants to have what thing for themselves, because this investment here, we don't sell the products, we technically buy the ones that we like,
Exactly.
and it's kind of like within our budget, and we use it for ourselves. So I'm just going to be pointing a quick thing here, because if
Please.
like someone looking at this conversation, they might say, okay, what is it then? You don't sell products. It's a great investment, and like this is heaven. But what do we do here? So we, as Shahnaz said as well, we learn social media marketing. The biggest part of this business is learning part of it, which I love about it. And as Shahnaz, you said that if you go to maybe universities, colleges, and you want to take these courses, you have to pay at least like $10,000 to $15,000 just for the courses.
Absolutely.
So their training here is that detailed with kind of video based and like going even kind of they teach us how to think like a business owner. So there are a lot of details that we learn, and we teach the same thing. We become mentors. So right now, Shahnaz is a mentor. She has a lot of people with her as her downline. I am a mentor, and I help people as well in my as a business partners. That we become like business partners. Everyone that they come to our business, they like to have to take advantage of this business online world. They kind of come to us, and we refer them to the companies that are connected to this business module. So we are part of this business module as a whole package that comes with coach, with mentor, with training, and they help us to make our website. You said like it costs you $15,000 to make
Yes.
a website. And
Yes.
here, the training, the website, a lot of things comes free. You even talk to your coach and mentor almost every week, and you don't pay for those as well. So a lot of advantages in this business. And the part that I said that we don't sell products, that's the huge win for me. I'm not good at selling, and I don't like to sell products as well. But what we do when, like, say, Shahnaz see me talking about this online world, and I'm taking advantage of the commissions that I get from this company that are connected to us, she comes to me and she says, Masa, what are you doing? And I just this is an example. Like I say, like I'm kind of connected to some companies. I do indirect marketing for them. And then they come in, they say, what is kind of the plan, everything. So I send them to a webinar. And then if they were interested, they will go to a 30 days trial. So in that 30 days trial, they will see all the investment levels. They will see all the kind of the level of the company and like what products they like to buy for themselves. And then this way, I'm indirectly selling their products, selling those company products, because I'm not technically advertising. I'm not advertising any of those products. But when people come to me and they want to take advantage of the online world and get the good commissions from these companies,
Absolutely.
we refer them. So it's kind of a referral. We refer them to these companies, and based on their budgeting and based on their interest, they buy one of those products for their personal usage. And
But
then
if
they
I
become
may
business owners.
interrupt you,
For sure.
nevertheless, these companies have a 50 years of experience and being on a world of the business. They
Yes.
are is phenomenal. One of the number one in the
Yes.
whole world, which they are making billion and billions. So it is really phenomenal, the great reputation of the quality and the service they have.
Yes, because they have a very high quality products. They are very high ticket products. And that's why when someone is interested to come in, the commissions are very, very generous as well. The
Absolutely.
commissions that we get is very generous because their product quality is very high as well.
Absolutely.
So again, we don't want to kind of go through the products because it depends on like the person, as I said, interest and budgeting. And Shanajan, if you agree with me as well, the best thing that we can kind of let anyone who's watching this or who would be watching later is that you need to do your due diligence.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
anyone that are interested with any age, because as we said, like here, our online business is for all generations. Like we have people, kids here, like 18, 19 years old. they are students in universities, and we have a lot of people like myself. I'm a mom. Like we're a lot of here are here because of kind of making a free time for ourselves. A lot of us here because of our retirement plan. A lot of us here because of our kids, because this business, as you said, it's transferable, right, to our kids as well.
Absolutely. You know, Masajun, how many people are part of our community who they are a doctor, they are a surgeon, they are a
Yes,
lawyer, they are a
yes,
pharmacist, they are a police officer, a
yeah.
government officer, charter accountant, uh,
Engineers.
engineers in various sector of the engineering.
Yeah,
But all of these, as well as ordinary people like me and you,
yeah,
this is part of this community. However, my point is, they all have their degree. Can you transfer your degree to your son if you are a doctor to do the surgery, to
no,
go to the court, represent the people,
yeah,
or to go and dispense the prescription, or to do the electrician job? You can. Your license doesn't allow you to
mhm,
pass it to your family member. But this business, the great part is they can inherit from you, your children, your
yeah,
grandchildren, great grandchildren, which already we have an example. When the
yes,
people pay the fee, they come in to do the research, they can go and see the people who they are grandma, grandpa, and they are making, I'm not allowed to give the number out, but it's just mind blowing. So why not
yes.
to leverage the freedom of time you have and enjoy that by using the technology for free they are teaching to you?
Yes,
Make the
absolutely.
earning and enjoy your life.
Yeah, yeah, and I think this is a win-win. That's totally a win-win for anyone who wants to join in. And this is not just because we are doing advertising, things like that. This is helping all of us here, not just financially. It's making a much, much stronger financial future for us and for our kids. Like these were our first motivation that we moved in. But for me, it has had huge impact in my mindset. It has helped
Inner
me a
growth.
lot. Yeah, because I was very introvert person,
Oh,
and it was very hard for me to come to kind of social media. Even like when I was in meetings in my company, I was the most quiet person in the meeting. So I was maybe talking few minutes, and that was it. And everyone was telling me, how are you going to manage to
but
go to
I
social
follow
media?
you. You are amazing with what you're doing. You are
Thank
an
you.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. But no, it was very hard. It was very stressful. And I was for 8 years, I struggled to join in because
Oh,
since my son was born, that was my trigger. I realized that I want to spend more time with him, and I didn't have that luxury to
absolutely.
spend time. I had to go back to work. He had to go to kind of daycare and all those hassles that like moms are dealing with when they are employees. But it took me 8 years, and I'm so mad at myself when I came into this business. And when I saw that some people started 3, 4 years ago, they are somewhere that I could have never imagined, like this online world could
Yes.
provide to us. So
It's
I was like, I should
incredible.
have started. I should have started 8 years ago. But
That's right. You know,
yes, yes. I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I made the decision. I'm glad that I stopped being scared. I stopped being afraid of kind of changes and new world. And I started it. So I'm so glad that I joined you guys here because I came after.
wonderful, wonderful. It is a pleasure and it is an honor to have a people like you with a great
Oh,
mindset,
you are sweet.
with a great understanding, and you want to share that with the society. That
Absolutely.
is another great you take and you give to the others.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
job is in here to help the others like ourselves to become more comfortable, to
Yes.
learn, understand. Not only you can live a life, but you can enjoy it to the fullest because you
Exactly.
deserve that.
Everyone deserve it.
Yeah, that's all. So all
Yeah.
up on the people, I think we are going on a 25 minute. We are
Yes.
stretching really our time.
We were going to talk just 15 minutes, but this
Yes.
this subject is very, very kind of huge subject, and we cannot kind of cover everything. But I hope that everyone enjoyed it, and I hope that everyone who watches us later, if they
Just
had any questions,
briefly,
for sure.
Nasajun, very briefly, tell them how they can come in and start to investigate.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And then
So
leave the later on they make their decision. But how
yes,
to come in and get those information, please?
absolutely. Decision is all on our own. Like we have to make the decision at the end. We are here to just kind of make people aware of this
That's
huge
it.
potential, right? That's it. So when we come in, you can go to Shahna's website or to my website or to our Facebook pages, and then you can sign in with your first and last name and email address. So we do need the right email address because this business is very kind of a structured and very smart business. So it picks if it's a wrong kind of an email address, you won't get our link to a complimentary webinar. So
And
this
because it's
company,
illegal, they cannot use a fake name.
exactly. Yes, yes,
Our
yes.
business is a legit and legal, so the fake name is not gonna work there.
No, I've seen people, they put RP and like, I'm like,
No,
what are you? What's your name? So
no,
yes, that was a good point. The legit first, last name and email address, and we're not going to be using those email address for anything else.
no.
There's a privacy kind of a commitment underneath that, our website that explains everything. You can read it as well. But this email is going to be just used for the webinar that will be sent to you. So our webinars plays every Thursday, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's
Exactly.
8 o'clock Toronto
Yes,
time, right? Yes.
yes, yes.
8 o'clock Toronto time. If you want to
Eastern
watch
time.
it, Eastern time, exactly. And if you want to watch it kind of live, you can go live. That kind of feels more like real when you watch it live. But if you didn't get a chance to kind of watch it live, you will receive email for replay. So you can go to the replay and watch it. And from there, people that they made a decision, they watched it, they see like the potential in that business, they choose to go through the 30 days trial. That's how we started, Shahnaz and I, and like other 150,000 business owners here, they started the same way. And then through that 30 days trial, you pay $149 US, which is almost
Exactly.
$200 Canadian, which is refundable. So that means that they give you 30 days to
Absolutely.
do all your research, to ask questions, and see the business module. So when you see the business module, all the questions that you might ask us, and we might not be able to explain the whole thing, because how can we explain the 4 or 5 hours workshop over the phone? And we don't confuse you or overwhelm you, because
Overwhelmed.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a very kind of a unique and a smart business, and we didn't create it, and I'm glad that I didn't create it, but because I had no idea how to create it. So we get plugged into this business. So you go through that 30 days. If you liked it, you stay there. That $200 will go over like your first coaching call, and it will go kind of get spread out to the other things that they do, which we said usually it kind of costs you 20,000, 30,000 with the traditional kind of businesses. If you want to have a website, if you want to have training, if you want to have mentor and coach, it costs you a lot. But here, it doesn't cost you anything. The only thing that you would start with, if you decide to start, is that $200 to get started with the training, and then it's your investment. So we don't say that is a cost, because you're investing in for yourself, and
Your
investing in
personal use.
yourself. exactly. Investing in yourself is not even taxable. So why don't
Absolutely.
you do that, right?
Absolutely.
So, and then within that 30 days, if you didn't like it, the $200 Canadian is totally refundable with no question asked. But I'm sure that if someone is serious about using the online world, no matter what age, no matter what skills, they just kind of put away those being afraid, this is not for me, or those kind of thinking, those kind of mindset, I'm sure that they would love it. And most people, when they come into through the 30 days trial, they stay. And like us, they start, and we are enjoying it a lot.
And they are not alone. We are there. We are 100, almost 150,000 people.
Yes.
Like daily, by minute, we are adding up, and we became a number one company globally. And it doesn't matter what part of the world you are. One more thing I want to say, anybody, if you can understand English, but you have a difficulty because it's a different ethnic, different language, right now we are so excited, overwhelmingly, we translate to your language.
Yes.
So you can see those training step by step translated to your own language, so you don't need any difficulty as
Yes.
long as you understand your seminar and the mastermind, because those one are in English.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Again, they can translate that one too,
Yes, they can,
because it comes
because
with a subtitle.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Thank you for bringing that up, because it's actually kind of like a software that they
Yes.
install. I do have it actually now on my page as well. They install into their computer, and whatever they watch, it can have a subtitle in their own language. So that was a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. That
Yes.
was a great news that we actually received a
No,
few days
I was
ago.
jumping
Me
because there is
too.
so many people in a
Yes,
Persian community.
yes,
They
yes.
speak English, they understand, but when it goes to technicality, they
Hmm.
have a little bit shy,
Yes.
shying out to if there is a,
They
any.
think it's not
Yeah,
like they're not understanding well, or
yeah, yeah.
they don't want to make mistakes and things like that. But no, that was a great point. Thank you for
I
bringing that.
was so amazed. I was so happy. I said, yes, that's why this company is a number one in the whole
Yes,
world. They
yes,
are awarded because of the caring to the every person in our
community.
community, to
Exactly.
comforting them, to giving them their own space, but yet we are there to help them.
Exactly. Yes, yes. I love this part as well. Thank you very much, Anna
It was
John.
a pleasure for me.
It was my pleasure to have you actually here. You are full of
Thank you.
energy, and like
Thank
when you
you.
laugh, you just light everyone around you. So I love, love, love
Thank you,
to
beloved.
always have you here. And thank you very much, everyone who watched us right now and who's going to be watching this live even like later as a playback. And if you had any questions, you can always go to Shana's website, or her personal business page or personal page, and also myself, and we would be more than happy to answer your questions and help you with the next step.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Anna John.
My
Everyone have a great
pleasure.
night. Take care.
Likewise.
Bye
Bye.
bye.